Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Coming back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler platter videos, series of videos I've been doing for a little while. Over there, try out food and drink items. I eat the stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm going to talk about the stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know on hopefully delicious stuff that, at the time I'm doing this, folks, pretty early in the morning. I mean, it's like 8:30 or so, but that's early for me because I typically work nights. I'm also in the truck. I'm wearing a grody work shirt, so that probably means that I was on my way to a place, found a thing to review. Excuse me. Very much the case today. I was making my way home from work, stopped off a couple gas stations just to see if there's anything nifty to review, and I found something nifty to review because what am I trying for y'all today, folks? We're doing boom! It is, let's see, Loud Brew Original Black Coffee. It's cold brew coffee plus L-theanine. Sure, what? Theanine. Sure, why not? Unsweetened, dairy-free, gluten-free, 20 calories. Oh my God. Sir, best served chilled or over ice? Well, it's about 25 degrees in the old truck that I'm in right now. 20 calories. Born in Chicago. Apparently it's from Chicago. Hooray! I've done other things from Chicago. I've done Portillo's. I did Lou Malnati's, their deep dish white pizza. You can go watch any of those. What's another thing? I did Brain Fuel, which is an energy drink. Please go watch that video, by the way. It's one of my personal favorites. I had so much fun doing that one. I don't think I'm going to have as much fun doing this, but we'll see. 100% Colombian cold brew coffee infused with L-theanine. 150 milligrams of caffeine. That's a decent amount. 50 milligrams of L-theanine and smooth focus. Sure, why not? Do I have to shake it? I'm going to shake it regardless. Shake, 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 shake. All right. Now I'm going to be honest, folks. I'm not a big black coffee person. I don't care how you brew it. It's not usually my jam, but I figured, whatever, we'll try it. That's why I don't like black coffee. It's just bitter unhappiness. Yeah. I'll say this, it's better than a lot of other black coffees I've had. That might be the cold brew aspect of it. If I'm not mistaken, and I am not by any means a coffee person when it comes to like expertise and stuff, but I think when they cold brew it, doesn't it kind of like temper some of like the acidity and the bitterness? I could be wrong on that. I might just be talking out my ass. If I am, I apologize. But it doesn't taste as bitter as I typically have had with other black coffees. It's very smooth also, so I'll give it that. I'm not hating it. I'm not loving it. I wouldn't even say I'm liking it. I'm dealing with it. That's the best way I could put it. No, and the thing is, I mean, I knew coming into this, it was going to be not even really an uphill battle. It was going to be an almost impossible victory for this one because at the end of the day, like, I'm just not a black coffee person. Not that guy. But I will say, in terms of black coffee, this is better than the majority that I've had. I genuinely can't even think of one off the top of my head which I personally have found more palatable. Now, that depends entirely on what you want out of your black coffee. If you want a more standard black coffee experience with the bitterness and the sadness and just the humanity of it, this might not be exactly for you. Because again, it is cold brew. It's more mellow. I can personally drink it without spitting it out. So I'll give it to it. I really will. Even if it's not personally my thing, I can appreciate maybe not the full effort, because again, I don't know that much about coffee, but I can at the very least appreciate that the end product for me is something that I can kind of work with. Even if it's not going to be my favorite drink ever, there's a little something to it. I don't know how much more I have to say about it. Because otherwise it just tastes like black coffee, honestly. I can't go into the deeper qualities of it and stuff. I'm just not that guy. But yeah, it's pretty good. Would I recommend it to people? Again, it really depends on what you want. But I think if you're somebody who likes black coffee, and at the end of the day, like, maybe you want something that's a little bit more travelable, sure, there's no reason to not try this out. Might not be to exactly your taste, but like I said, at least for me, I think it was pretty good. Anyway, folks, that's going to do it for me on this one. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of the day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your folks. If you could go over there and have yourselves a truly, I'm not going to say black coffee-tastic, a truly loud-tastic rest of your life, because, I mean, that could become bothersome quickly, but, well, it depends on, your definition of loud. You could just have a very loud character about you, project yourself, hopefully in a very positive way. Final 2 things, folks, speaking of positivity. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you do, folks. You try not to be an asshole. Not the easiest thing in the world to do, folks. Even if you're over there with your surprisingly okay black coffee to drink, maybe you're having a pretty decent day and all that good stuff. I'm having an all right day. It's a Wednesday, but, doing all right. But even with that being the case, we can find ourselves in situations that can change that very quickly, sadly. And you might find yourself in a situation where, you're getting ready to show that asshole off. But take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully makes things a little bit better. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there and, I don't know, you're going to go over there, maybe you're going to visit Chicago, and you're going to try some of our loud brew coffee. And maybe you're from Seattle, the land of coffee, I guess, right? That's like a thing about Seattle. And maybe you'll go over there and you'll try it, and you'll be able to be like, you know what? Maybe it's not quite Seattle best, but some damn fine coffee. And you go over there, we start up like a whole like sister city thing going on, I've never been to Seattle, but I'm sure there's lots of great people in Seattle. Hopefully you guys are getting the Supersonics back pretty soon. I'm rooting for you guys. I think that's like already a done deal, but I like basketball to a certain extent. I'd like to see the Supersonics back in things. I don't know why I'm sucking up to Seattle right now. Frazier was from Seattle. Or maybe you could not do things that have to do with Frazier and the Supersonics. I don't know why you would, what's the thing that you could do? Maybe you just go over there and you just travel to Seattle because maybe you have friends and family there or something like that. Yeah, maybe it's a little bit rainy and stuff like that, but if you're like me, well, you like overcast anyway. All right, bye.